to Science in Slow Motion. In this video, you will be shown different examples of Newton's laws of motion. The scientific laws will be demonstrated.
This experiment exhibits the first law of motion. Newton's first law of motion states that an object has the tendency to resist a change in motion. The egg displayed in this video is acting as the object in motion, and the tree is acting as the net force. Without the tree, the egg would have kept constant movement. If you look closely, you can see that when the egg hits the tree, the shell and the yolk combust because of the egg's tendency to resist a change in motion. The next video demonstrates the third law of motion. Newton's third law of motion is for every motion there is an equal and opposite reaction. The force, in this case strength, that I apply on the ground is equal to the force that the ground is applying in return. The ground has greater mass than I do, so the force that my body receives from the ground pushes me into the air.
This video represents the third law of motion. Newton's third law of motion states that for every motion there is an equal and opposite reaction. The egg hits the table and the table hits the egg, and the same amount of force is applied, but in the opposite direction. Each time the egg falls from a slightly higher position, so its velocity increases, and so does the amount of force with which it hits the table. It bounces quite a few times before the amount of force the table is hitting it with becomes too much and causes the egg to break.